Hey, everyone.
Ah, Granny. You're back.
So, no good.
You saw right through me. The Traveler collected a lot of spirits, and I checked all of them one by one.
I figured. It was written all over your face. It's alright. I didn't exactly have high hopes for the needle in a haystack approach anyway.
Leela's condition is still stable, but we're not really getting anywhere.
Well, luckily, I made some progress on my end. Leela's parents told me that he made a new friend recently, and apparently he's been out of the house for days at a time. On one occasion, they secretly followed him and saw him and his friend tinkering around with something at a camp. Yeah, some guy who goes by the name Kokuchu, dressed in what looked like Inazuman attire.
Is this really all I'll need, Mr. Kokuchu?
Based on my studies of the ancient texts, hypersensitivity is usually treated with desensitization therapy. Now, for a poor chap like yourself with no sensitivity to spirits whatsoever, you'll have to completely immerse yourself in spiritually rich substances for the—
Is it risky?
You're the spirit duffer, not me. I'm sure you're more clued up than I am on the potential consequences of brute force clairvoyance.
All right, but I do have one last question. What's in this for you? People like me obviously don't have much clout in this tribe, so it's not like I can offer you much in return.
You think I'm looking for a reward? Oh,
What? What's written there?
just a friendly guy who's happy to help.
What? So some random guy from Inazuma just felt like helping Leela cure his spirit deafness?
Hypersensitization therapy, huh? What a novel idea. Could that really work?
Not on Leela by the looks of things.
It's anything but novel. Our tribe used to offer it as a treatment once upon a time. But it was so fraught with risks and had such an abysmal success rate that it was eventually outlawed. As for this Kokuchu fellow, I'm sure he has his own agenda. He conveniently Leela's parents gave me the address of the camp, so I went and checked it out.
What's this?
A broken shard. Probably from a weapon or some sort of ceremonial imp. You feel that? It might look old, but it has extremely strong traces of spiritual energy. Leela must have used this as his medium. It would definitely explain how a spirit duffer—
Wait, there's something else. It feels so familiar. I think this is somehow connected to my ancient name.
Connected how? Is it like a shard of an ancient name?
No, more like... I think this item might have belonged...
Okay, that's it. Granny's getting itchy clairvoyance fingers. I'm going to try using this shard as a medium.
Cool, same as last time? The Traveler can use the spirit loom to record what you find on a woven scroll.
Nope. Auroron can do the recording this time.
Why?
It's a safety measure. You have a better understanding of the spirit domain than the Traveler. If this really is a Sanhaj relic, you'll be better placed to deal with the fallout in the event that something goes wrong.
Ah, see, Paimon? Told you Granny has a soft spot for the Traveler. Look at her not wanting to put him in danger. Meanwhile, I'm just a grandkid, so I'm expendable.
Hey, what are you blabbing on about?
Sorry, Granny. I'm ready now.
Then let us begin.
Alright, what's on the scroll this time? Looks like a broken bow covered in flames.
Hey, don't you think one of the pieces looks just like this shard?
You're right! It seems to be from the body of the bow.
I saw a bow just like this in one of Granny's scrolls.
Yes, it's the weapon Sanhaj used in the Battle of the Mare Javari. I guess that proves it. This shard is a bona fide Sanhaj relic.
Good old Sanhaj. The relic's spiritual energy was fluctuating very strongly, but
Now that's a true hero, huh? Generations later and the stuff he used to own is helping to treat spirit duffer.
I still think there's more to this story, though. Kokuchu must have had his own motives beyond just treating Leela's condition.
Well, Okay, we saw the full bow just now, right?
I don't know if he'd have anything to gain by doing that. Even if they're Sanhaj relics, I still doubt he'd have much use for a
Also, why use a spirit duffer in that case? You're basically setting yourself up for failure.
Huh? Layla's body is responding!
Let me take a look. I can sense a spirit being drawn to the relic.
Looks like Granny's plan is working. Leela's spirit is being drawn to the bait.
In that case, let me try again. This time using both Leela's body and the shard as mediums.
You can do it, Granny. I'm ready to go too.
You got the itch too, huh?
Plus, Auroron went last time. It's only fair to take it in turns.
Fine by me. We know it's safe now, so you shouldn't have any problem.
All right, if you insist. Be my guest. Ready? All right, here goes.
Another image has appeared.
A map? Of where?
Could it be the Mare Javari?
The Mare Javari?
The Mare Javari was reduced to a desolate wasteland after that big battle. Or rather, it became known as the Mare Javari after what happened there. The ashes of the monsters and warriors who fought there covered the entire battlefield. That place is full of untold dangers and mysteries. Over the centuries, the finest adventurers have tried to prove themselves by venturing in. Sadly, most ended up perishing there. That lasted up until around 20 or 30 years ago, when strange things started happening. People started speaking of an enormous dark creature the size of a mountain, roaming around inside the Mare Javari. And then, shortly after that, the whole region just completely disappeared.
What? How the heck?
I know, right? Anyway, if I'm not mistaken, the place indicated on this map is where it used to be before it disappeared, at the westernmost part of Natlan. It's a very remote location, far away from any of the tribes. Anyway, that's just what I've heard. I've never been there myself. This is what age does to you. The older you get, the less adventurous you become.
That's just an excuse. Granny's too lazy to take a trip that far away.
Hold on a second. There's a spirit approaching the shard and the woven...
Oh, Leela's body is responding again!
Quite a strong reaction this time.
I sense it too. There's a soul nearby. Almost a complete one.
This is creeping Paimon out!
Seems like the plan is working.
So, can we just wake him up now?
Not today. You might think bringing a spirit back into its body is like pouring water from one bottle into another, but it's far more complicated than that. I need to borrow a ceremonial sword and make some other preparations. But don't worry, now that his spirit's returned, there's just one step left. Greetings again, everyone.
See, Lolly, you're here!
I got the ceremonial sword from the chief. It has a... You haven't forgotten what we're doing today, right?
Of course not! We're gonna wake Leela up.
And I've prepared the rest of the tools for the ceremony per Granny's instructions. We've dotted all our I's and crossed all our T's, so...
Good work, kiddo. Then without further ado, let's get started. I give offerings from the mystic smoke. The gift of glory be to the ruler of death. Fade. Fade. Fade.
Whoa! Is this one of her magic spells? This whole place suddenly got cold. What's it?
Keep your voice down. We mustn't disturb her.
We, the children of the Priest King, swear to abide by the ancient pact. I am Seedlali. Hear my command. I am the Shepherd of Dooms.
Oh, look! Leela's spirit is back.
I shall pierce the cloak of night with flintstone and banish all souls that do not... Leela, obey my command and return to the land where the sun shines.
Did it work?
Huh? Where am I? And who are you? Whoa! Granny Eatsley! I mean, High Priestess Seat Lolly! Please have mercy!
Aw, guilty conscience, huh? So, you know full well what you've done. Do you have any idea how close you were to never making it back?
I'm sorry, I messed up, and I'll face the consequences.
Oh, you sure about that? Then say goodbye to your parents. Goodbye, Mom and Dad. I've realized I enjoy life as an empty shell so much that I've decided to get Granny Eatsley to turn me into a stone statue. So
No, please! Please don't, I'm begging you. I'll never do this again, I promise.
don't thank me. Thank my grandson. If he hadn't sensed something was amiss, I wouldn't have bothered getting involved.
You're more than welcome, Leela. And don't mind Granny. She's all bark and no bite. We're just glad that you're okay. Besides, someone tricked you into doing this, didn't they? That Kokchu guy. He's the real culprit here.
No, Mr. Kokuchu had nothing to do with it.
Huh?
Well, I mean, he suggested the method of using a powerful spirit relic as a medium, but it was I'm sorry. I'm the one to blame.
The brainwashing is strong with this one.
So did Kokuchu provide the relic?
He did. He said it was a treasure related to the marriage of art.
Right, so that proves it. He was using you. He coaxed you into doing the clairvoyance for him.
But I'm a spirit duffer who can't cast a single spell. Guys like me couldn't sense a spirit even if we spent the rest of our lives sitting and But Mr. Kokuchu said that if I brute force the spell and immerse myself in a spiritually rich substance, I might be able to catch a glimpse of one.
Still, brute forcing a spell when you're a spirit duffer is like forcing yourself to run a marathon without any legs.
I know, I'm sorry. It's just... everyone in this tribe is so amazingly talented, and then there's me. I just didn't want to be the odd one out anymore.
I totally understand how you feel, Leela. Some seeds effortlessly grow into beautiful cabbages, while others struggle with all their might and never even sprout. Who knows why this is the way things are? Maybe that's just life. I know saying this doesn't change anything either, but I hope it makes you feel a little better.
Let's pause this discussion for now.